Hey curious kids, welcome to Curious Kids HQ, where every day is an adventure and learning is a blast. If you're curious, like us, and love discovering new things, then you're in the right place. Today, we have an exciting experiment that's going to blow your minds. Are you ready to make some magic happen right in your own kitchen? Stick around until the end, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends to spread the fun. Now, let's dive into the magic of science. Once upon a time in a little town, there lived two curious kids named Emma and Jack. They were best friends and loved exploring the world around them. Every day after school, they would meet up at Emma's house, where they would put on their thinking caps and let their imaginations run wild. One sunny afternoon, they were sitting in Emma's kitchen, wondering what kind of adventure they could go on that day. "Hey, Jack!" Emma said excitedly. "How about we create a rainbow today?" Jack looked puzzled. "But how? We can't just make a rainbow appear whenever we want." "That's where science comes in. We might not have a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, but I have a fun experiment that will bring a rainbow right to our kitchen table." Jack's eyes lit up with curiosity. "I'm in! What do we need?" Emma jumped off her chair and began gathering supplies from the kitchen cupboards. "All we need are some simple things you can find at home. We'll need a plate, some milk, food coloring, dish soap, and a cotton swab." Jack was intrigued. "That's it? No special ingredients or magic wands?" Emma giggled. "Nope, no magic wands needed. The magic will happen when we mix all these things together. Let's start creating our rainbow. What you'll need: a shallow plate. A white one works best so you can see all the colors clearly. Milk, enough to cover the bottom of the plate. Food coloring, red, blue, green, yellow. Dish soap, cotton swab step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Prepare the plate. Emma took out a shallow plate and placed it on the kitchen table. "First, we pour just enough milk to cover the bottom of the plate," she said as she carefully poured the milk. "Not too much, just enough to make a thin layer." Jack nodded, watching closely as the milk settled in the plate. Step 2, add the colors. "Now comes the fun part," Emma said, handing Jack the little bottles of food coloring. "We'll drop a few drops of each color into the milk, but be careful, don't mix them up yet." Jack eagerly squeezed a few drops of red, blue, green, and yellow food coloring onto the surface of the milk, making sure the drops were spaced out. The colors floated on top of the milk like little islands of paint waiting to be explored. "Wow, it looks cool already." Step 3, the magic begins. Emma held up the dish soap with a twinkle in her eye. "This is where the magic happens, Jack. But it's not really magic, it's science. When we add the dish soap, it's going to make something amazing happen." Jack looked a little confused. "But how does soap make colors move?" Emma explained. "Milk has fats in it, and dish soap breaks down those fats. When the soap starts breaking up the fat molecules in the milk, it causes the food coloring to move around in crazy patterns. Watch this." Step 4. Dip and watch. Emma dipped the cotton swab into the dish soap and then touched the tip of the swab to the middle of the milk, right where the food coloring drops were floating. As soon as the swab touched the surface, something magical happened. The colors began to swirl and dance around the plate, mixing and creating beautiful patterns. Red spiraled into blue, blue blended with green, and yellow swirled around, making a rainbow of colors appear right before their eyes. "It's like a magical explosion of colors. It's a rainbow on the plate." Emma smiled, feeling proud of their little science experiment. "It's cool, right? The dish soap broke up the fat in the milk, and that made the colors move around. You never know what kind of pattern you'll get. Every time it's different." Jack was amazed. "I want to try it again. Science is awesome." The two friends spent the rest of the afternoon experimenting with different amounts of soap, more food coloring, and even trying out different types of milk to see what would happen. Each time, the rainbow danced across their plate in a new and beautiful way. At the end of the experiment, Emma explained to Jack why the experiment worked. "So, Jack, here's what really happened. Milk contains fat, and when we add dish soap, it breaks down the fat molecules. This causes the food coloring to move and mix in a way that looks like magic. The soap molecules are attracted to the fat molecules, and they try to pull them apart. As the soap spreads through the milk, it makes the colors swirl around, creating that cool rainbow effect. Jack nodded, feeling like a real scientist. So even though it looks like magic, it's all about chemistry. Science helps us understand the world around us, and sometimes it can look just like magic. Wow, wasn't that an awesome experiment, curious kids? Who knew that a little bit of milk, soap, and food coloring could create such an amazing rainbow right at home? Now it's your turn to give it a try. Grab your supplies and see what kind of magical patterns you can create. And remember, it's not just magic, it's science. If you loved today's experiment, make sure to give us a big thumbs up and let us know in the comments what your favorite color swirl was. And don't forget to subscribe to Curious Kids HQ for more fun experiments and exciting discoveries. We're always on the lookout for new things to explore, and we want you to be part of our curious crew. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, science is everywhere.